Well, this is interesting. Three Arrows Capital and Coinflex, they're working together, trying to make their own trading exchange, and they're trying to raise money, $25 million to do so. Three Arrows Capital has had some negative publicity recently in the past. Maybe you guys are familiar with a lot of the downfalls of last year. And then we also have some issues going on with Coinflex. But these individuals working together trying to make something new. Is it a good idea? Is it a bad idea? I'll share my own thoughts at the end. But let's go over the actual facts of this and a little bit more about what happened with these companies. I'll have a link to this article down in the description below. I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Everything I'm sharing is my own opinion. It's my own research. I highly encourage you to go do your own research. And with that being said, let's go ahead and dive on into the news. According to the project's pitch deck, the company intends to launch as soon as possible and estimates the claims market to be worth around $20 billion. Founders of collapsed crypto hedge fund Three Arrows Capital, or 3AC, Su Zhu and Kyle Davies are reportedly trying to raise money for a new cryptocurrency exchange in partnership with Coinflex co-founders Mark Lam and Sudu Arumugam. I hope I pronounced that correctly. According to a pitch deck, they are looking to raise $25 million. The proposed new exchange is to be called GTX, according to the presentation. They propose to specifically target claims against bankrupt firms. FTX users are selling claims at 10% face value for immediate liquidity or waiting 10 plus years for the bankruptcy to process disbursements, the presentation said. It promised to crack the claims market. Our legal team will streamline and automate claims onboarding to GTX and make it the dominant marketplace for FTX and other bankrupt companies' claims. Unlike competing claims market operators, GTX would allow customers to use claims as collateral for trading. In addition, they said the proposed exchange could, quote, fill the power vacuum left by FTX and expand into regulated markets such as the stock market. Cryptocurrency exchange Coinflex halted withdrawals in June, but resumed partial withdrawals the following month. It also sued an individual user in Hong Kong court that month as it sought to fill an $84 million hole in its balance sheet. It is now in the process of restructuring. Three Arrows Capital was forced into liquidation on June 27th, and Su and Davies went missing. They are reportedly now located in Indonesia and the United Arab Emirates, respectively. Su returned to Twitter in November and has used it to accuse FTX and Digital Currency Group of conspiring to cause the downfall of Three Arrows Capital. Su and Davies were served subpoenas over Twitter on January 5th after they refused to accept service through their counsel in Singapore, where the company is based. And then here we can see that in response to Wu Blockchain, Su Zhu said, yes, no comment, just busy building it. This is in regards to raising the seed fund of $25 million. All right. Well, as far as for my thoughts on this, I think we need to look at this a little bit more simply. There's something called Occam's razor. I don't know if you guys have heard of this before, but basically it just says that sometimes the simplest thing is likely the correct answer. And when we look at this, we see that these individuals who were involved in these companies that have had negative press, backlash, a significant downfall over the course of the last year. These individuals associated with those projects, some of them have fled to other countries, avoiding having counsel over in Singapore, having issues with their subpoenas, and here they are. They're like, hey, we're the good guys here. Okay, well, if you're the good guys, there should be nothing to worry about. Go with the subpoena. Right? Answer it. We're talking about crypto. It's blockchain. It's transparency. This stuff should be in your favor. There should not really be that big of a concern over all of this. So at the same time that you're fleeing and you're off in another country, does it seem like it's a good idea to then try and fundraise money to be still involved in the same industry space? You know what I mean? Like, why would people want to support this? The idea, the intention, does it sound good? To a degree. I have some strong concerns here. So let's go ahead and focus on that for a second. Going back over to this section, unlike competing claims market operators, GTX would allow customers to use claims as collateral for trading. As collateral for trading. How about this? we stop using things as replacements for the actual trades themselves. How about we just make it direct? If you want to buy these stocks, you buy it with dollars. If you want to sell the stocks, you have to actually own the stocks yourselves. How about that? Does that seem like such a complicated issue? Because the more that we start to go into all of these other gray zones to try and find ways to, well, how about I leverage this thing over here without having to directly sell this? You start getting into these muddied gray waters, and next thing you know, you find out that people are using these channels to misappropriate their funds. They're trying to misrepresent, I should rather say. They're trying to misrepresent their numbers, and they do it over an extended period of time, and then they do these delay gaps of when they do the transactions, and then there's all these different middlemen throughout the process, and because of that, then it creates this transactional log nightmare. I don't think that this sounds like a good idea, but that's just my personal opinion on this. I think that trying to use these claims with other companies that are already having issues going through the bankruptcy stuff, saying like, oh yeah, let's just go ahead and use that as collateral, so then there's trading that can still go take place with this stuff. And then they want to get involved more with the stock market. The stock market's already got enough issues as it is. These companies that are trying to do these things, how about this? If you want to go down this route, why not just specialize just in one market space? Trying to cross over the stock market and all of the horrible issues that are there, and then getting that involved in the same space, in the same room as crypto, it just sounds like a ticking time bomb of another set of issues. But that's my point of view on this. Maybe I'm way overreacting on this. Do you guys think that I'm overreacting? Do you think that this actually sounds like a great idea? Tell us what you think in the comments, and why do you feel that way? I would love to hear from you guys. If you have a different point of view, by all means, feel free to share it. And that's what I got for you guys in this video. Thank you so much to my Patreon supporters. A double shout out thank you to WeLoveSafeMoon.com, Victor Vegas, SafeMoon Oz for being higher level patrons. Also, thank you to my YouTube members for your support. If you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to hit subscribe, hit the thumbs up like button. God bless, and we will see you in the next episode.